Fabio Fognini is a professional tennis player and the current Italian number 2 behind Andreas Seppi. His career-high singles ranking is world number 13, achieved in March 2014, and world number 7 in doubles, achieved in July 2015. Fognini's favorite surface is red clay, on which he won his 3 ATP singles titles in Stuttgart, Hamburg and Viña Del Mar, reached the quarterfinals of the 2011 French Open and the semifinals of the 2013 Monte-Carlo Masters. Together with Simone Bolelli, Fognini won the 2015 Australian Open doubles event, becoming the first all-Italian men's pair to win a Grand Slam title in the Open era. Early life: Fognini was born to Silvana and Fulvio, a businessman, and has a younger sister named Fulvia. He began playing tennis when he was 4 years old and is also a fan of football, supporting Inter Milan and Genoa FC. He also enjoys motorbike racing and is a fan of Valentino Rossi. Fognini speaks Italian, English, Spanish, and French, and his nickname is Fona. Career Juniors As a junior, Fognini posted a singles win-loss record of 72-36 and reached a combined ranking of number 8 in the world in May 2004. 2004-2006 Fognini began his professional career by playing a variety of Futures and Challenger tournaments, winning his first Futures title in 2005 at Spain No. 1 and another at Italy No. 9. In 2005, he also finished runner-up at Italy No. 3 and qualified for his first ATP Challenger tournament at Palermo. During 2006, Fognini had moderate success at Challengers and, after qualifying, made his debut on the ATP World Tour at Buenos Aires. He was defeated in the first round by former world number 1 Carlos Moya, the eventual champion. 2007, breaking the top 100. In 2007, Fognini made some real progress on the ATP Tour, notably when he qualified for the 2007 French Open to make his first appearance in a Grand Slam event. He lost in the first round to world number 35 Juan Marc Naco in 5 sets. In addition, he had a fantastic tournament at the 2007 Rogers Masters in Montreal, Canada. Having qualified for the tournament, he defeated Peter Polansky in the first round, before taking out the 13th seed Andy Murray in straight sets. Fognini was halted by world number 1 Roger Federer in the third round. On the ATP Challengers circuit, Fognini made the finals in Santiago, San Remo, and FAR 1/4 losing in 3-set battles each time. Partnering Federico Gil, he also lost in the doubles final of the FAR 1/4 Challenger. He finished the year ranked in the top 100 for the first time at number 94. 2008, first doubles final. Fognini lost a 5-set first-round encounter against Michael Russell in the 2008 Australian Open. During the South American clay swing, he reached the quarter-finals of Viña Del Mar and the semi-finals of Costa do Sol. After missing the 2008 French Open due to injury problems, Fognini reached the semi-finals of both Warsaw and Umag, whilst also winning the Turin and Geneva Challengers, further enhancing his clay pedigree. 2009, San Benedetto title. In April 2009, Fognini reached the third round of the 2009 Monte-Carlo Masters as a qualifier, upsetting Tommaso Berdych and 14th seed Marin Oia. Fognini then played a typically topsy-turvy match with world number 4 Andy Murray, losing in 2 tight sets after being up 5-0 in the first set. In July, Fognini won the San Benedetto Challenger title defeating Christian Villagran in the final. 2010, 50 wins. Fognini's biggest win to date was the victory over Rafael Nadal at the 2015 US Open by coming from 2 sets to love down. Another remarkable win is against the 13th seed Gaël Monfils at the 2010 French Open by also coming from 2 sets to love down in a match that spanned 2 days. In June 2010, Fognini followed up his vein of good form as he defeated Fernando Verdasco, the 8th seed, in the first round of Wimbledon without dropping serve the entire match. 2011, Grand Slam quarter-final. In 2011 Fognini achieved a number of breakthroughs. he reached the quarterfinals of a Grand Slam event for the first time at the 2011 French Open. He defeated Denis Istomin in the first round and qualifier star copyright Fane Robert in the second. In the third round, Fognini beat Guillermo Garca a la cubed Pez, the 30th seed, in 4 sets to advance to his first Grand Slam fourth round. Here, he made the quarterfinals in dramatic fashion as he beat Spaniard Albert Monte ± a copyright S in a match lasting 4 hours and 22 minutes. Barely able to walk at the end, Fognini eventually prevailed and clinched the epic match 11-9 in the fifth set. After the match, he described his run at the French Open as a little dream, maintaining that he would love to play the next match. Even if I'm only at 50%. He was due to face world number 2 Novak Djokovic in the quarterfinals but, prior to the match, he announced that he had made the difficult decision to withdraw on doctor's advice that it would be dangerous to play. Nonetheless, Fognini became the first Italian man in the French Open quarterfinals since 1995 and the first to reach that stage at a Grand Slam since 1998. His achievement saw him rise to a then-career high singles ranking of world number 32. With Simone Bolelli, Fognini reached the semi-finals of the 2011 US Open men's doubles. 2012, first ATP Finals After numerous ATP semi-final appearances, Fognini finally reached his first career final at Bucharest in April 2012, ousting 5th seed Marcos Baghdatis and 6th seed Andreas Seppi along the way. He finished runner-up to top seed Gilles Simon. At the 2012 French Open, he was once again the subject of much drama, saving 2 match points while battling past the seeded Viktor Troicki in 5 sets to advance to the third round for the third successive year. He subsequently lost to world number 5 Jo-Wilfried Tsonga in a match with considerable shot-making flair and variety. In the Croatia Open, Fabio lost to defending champion Alexander Dolgopolov of Ukraine in the second round. Fognini began his grass season by reaching the quarterfinals of Eastbourne, defeating 4th seed Bernard Tomic along the way, and falling to eventual tournament winner Andy Roddick in a tight 3-set match. At Wimbledon, he defeated experienced grass courter Michael Lodra in the first round and again lost to the eventual tournament winner, Roger Federer, in the second round. In the London 2012 Olympics, Fognini was drawn against Novak Djokovic in the first round. He valiantly took the first set after being down 3-5 and saving 3 set points, before finally succumbing in 3 sets. Starting the North American summer outdoor hard-court season by qualifying for both the Toronto and Cincinnati Masters, Fognini went on to reach the third round of the US Open, a career-best performance. In the first round, he ousted a Permildoard Roger Vaslin in a trademark 5-setter, coming back from 2 sets down. The second round was a routine straight sets win over Guillermo Garca a la cubed Pez. Fognini's run again ended at the hands of crowd favorite Andy Roddick in a dramatic match in 4 sets. Roddick had announced after his first round win that he was retiring upon conclusion of the tournament, adding to the drama. The start of the indoor hardcourt season saw Fognini reach his second final of the year at St. Petersburg, finishing runner-up to Martin Clear 3/4 an. 2013, ATP titles and top 20 ranking Fognini was defeated by Roberto Bautista Agut in 5 sets in the first round of the 2013 Australian Open. He and Bolelli embarked on another deep Grand Slam run in the doubles, reaching the semi-finals, where they lost to the world number 1 pair, Bob and Mike Bryan. He reached his first singles quarter-final of the season at Buenos Aires, losing to top seed David Ferrer in straight sets. The next week, Fognini achieved a career-best performance at ATP 500 events with a semi-finals showing in Acapulco, defeating Stanislas Wawrinka along the way and again losing to Ferrer. Just over a week later, Fognini set up a clash with world number 1 Novak Djokovic, after defeating Aljor 3/4 Bedin for the second time in 3 weeks to reach the second round of the Indian Wells Masters. After being bageled in the first, Fognini wildly celebrated upon winning his first game in the second, heroically taking the set from 2-4 down. He subsequently lost the third. In Miami, Fognini was seeded at a Masters event for the first time in his career, earning a bye to the second round. He defeated Michael Lodra, and lost to Ferrer again in the third round. The start of the European clay season saw Fognini gain another top 20 victory, defeating fellow Italian Andreas Seppi in the first round of the Monte-Carlo Masters in a typically tumultuous affair with an almost complete lack of momentum. He carried on his rich vein of form to straight-set both Albert Ramos and number 4 seed Tommaso Berdych to reach his first career quarter-final in a Masters event. Here, Fognini played another amazing match to beat Richard Gasquet, his second top 10 victory in a row, in straight sets to reach the semi-finals of a Masters for the first time, projecting his ranking to a new career high of world number 24. In the semi-finals, he failed to gain any real rhythm, losing to world number 1 Djokovic. In Madrid, Fognini was involved in another highly unorthodox match, losing in a final set tiebreak to Mikhail Yuzny in the first round. He served for the match in the third set and 3 match points. Fognini then lost 9 points in a row, only to save 2 match points himself. In the tiebreak, he went up a minibreak, lost 5 points in a row, won 4 in a row and lost. At the French Open, he lost in the third round to eventual champion Rafael Nadal. Fognini began his grass court season at the 2013 Aiken International held at Eastbourne, where he was seeded 8th. He defeated Gregor Zemlja and Martin Klzan, both from a set down, before falling to Ivan Dodig in the quarter-finals. At Wimbledon, Fognini lost in the first round to Jan Gen Meltzer, after leading by a set and a break. At the 2013 Mercedes Cup in Stuttgart, Fognini reached his third career final, defeating top seed and home favorite Tommy Haas en route. He won his maiden title, by beating second seed, Philipp Kohlschreiber, in 3 sets. The following week, after an outstanding performance at 2013 International German Open, Fognini improved his winning streak to 10 wins in a row, entering the ATP Top 20 for the first time. He defeated Albert Ramos, Marcel Granollers and hometown hero Tommy Haas for the second time in 2 weeks to reach the semi-finals. Here, Fognini beat Nicolas Almagro in straight sets to reach his second ATP World Tour final in a row, the first one in an ATP 500 tournament. He won the title by beating qualifier Federico Delbonis in 3 sets, recovering from 1-4 down in the second set and saving 3 match points in the second set tiebreak. He reached his third tour final in as many weeks at UMAG, defeating Thiemo de Backer, Martin Clear 3/4 and Gaël Monfils en route. The latter saw Fognini serving for the match, having won the first 5 games, then losing 6 straight games, and then winning in a tiebreak. His 13-match winning streak was ended in the final by Tommy Robredo, whilst his ranking rose to a new career high of world number 16. Seeded number 14 in Cincinnati, Fognini was down a set and 4 games to Radek Stepanek. He proceeded to mount a comeback to 4-all, and serving to stay in the match, he served 2 double faults, received a point penalty for ball abuse and then casually committed consecutive foot faults to get broken to love and lose the match. During the Asian hardcourt swing, Fognini reached a quarterfinals of Beijing, defeating resurgent veterans Tommy Robredo and Leighton Hewitt. In the quarters, he was dominating world number 2 Rafael Nadal by a set and 3-love, before eventually losing in 3 sets. In the following weeks, he again defeated Robredo en route to the third round of the Shanghai Masters and reached a quarterfinals of Vienna and Valencia. 2014, third ATP title at the Australian Open, Fognini was seeded 15th. He reached a career-best performance of the 4th round, defeating Alex Bogomolov, Jr., Jarko Niemann and Sam Querrey, before falling to 3-time defending champion Novak Djokovic. As the top seed at the Chile Open in Via ± Del Mar, he reached his first singles final of the season, defeating Aljor 3/4 Bedin, Jar copyright Ra copyright Machadi and third seed Nicolas Almagro en route. The latter was a classically unorthodox affair, with Fognini leading 5-2 in the final set, squandering 2 match points, only to eventually win in a tiebreak. He defeated Leonardo Mayer in the final, converting his fifth match point for his third career title. This took Fabio's record on clay to 19-1 since the French Open and resulted in yet another leap in the rankings, to a new career high of world number 14. 2015, 200 wins equals, Fognini started his 2015 season at the Hopman Cup, partnering Flavia Pinetta. Italy failed to reach the final, finishing at the bottom of their group. The following week, he played at the Appia International Sydney as the top seed, but was unlucky to draw defending champion Juan Martín del Potro, who was returning from an 11-month injury layoff, in his first match. He lost in 3 sets. He beat Rafael Nadal in the semi-finals of the Rio Open before losing in the final to David Ferrer. In April, he beat Rafael Nadal again in the third round of the Barcelona Open, but he again lost in the next round to Pablo Andujar. In May, after defeating Steve Johnson and Grigor Dimitrov, he lost to Tomaso Berdych in the third round of the Rome Masters. At the US Open, Fognini beat Steve Johnson and Pablo Cuevas to advance to the third round where he caused a major upset, beating Rafael Nadal in 5 sets, coming from 2 sets and a break of serve down in both the third and fourth sets to advance to the fourth round where he lost to Feliciano Lacube-Pez. Davis Cup Fognini guided Italy into the quarterfinals of the 2013 Davis Cup World Group, defeating Ivan Dodig in the fifth and decisive rubber against Croatia. It was the first time Italy had reached that stage since 1998. He also guided Italy past Argentina to the quarterfinals the following year, winning both singles rubbers against Juan Monaco and Carlos Berlocq, and the doubles rubber. In the quarterfinals in Naples against Great Britain, Fognini equaled the tie at 2-2 after defeating reigning Wimbledon champion Andy Murray in a straight sets win, proving vital to Italy making the semi-finals with an eventual 3-2 victory. This was only the second time Murray had lost a singles rubber in the Davis Cup. In the semi-final against Switzerland he lost both his singles rubbers to Roger Federer and Stanislas Wawrinka. His defeat to Federer was enough to put the Swiss in an unassailable 3-1 lead for the tie. Equipment: Fognini currently uses the Babolat Pure Drive racket strung with Babolat APM Blast strings. His grip is Babolat Versus Original, and he endorses Adidas apparel and shoes. He wears the Adi 03 shoes and the Adi 0 clothing line. Style of play: Fognini is known for his streaky temperament. He has been known to lose his cool on occasion. Yet on others, he has shown that he is capable of maintaining a strikingly balanced disposition when facing adversity. He holds the record for committing the most foot faults while still winning a match, a grand total of 12, including double faulting due to consecutive foot faults. Fognini's serve is relatively underpowered and hardly a trademark weapon, but he places emphasis on precision and placement, whilst also having the ability to hit above 130 miles per hour on occasion. One of his signature shots is his off-forehand, which he uses to great effect, his tactic of play usually consisting of a serve out wide, drawing a weak return, setting Fognini up to hit a clean winner off the forehand side. He also utilizes the backhand down the line frequently, often in key moments points during a match. Personal life: Fabio has been in a relationship with fellow Italian WTA tennis player, 2015 US Open Women's Singles champion Flavia Pinetta, officially reported since 2014. Significant finals: Grand Slam finals Doubles, 1. Masters 1000 finals Doubles, 2. ATP career finals Singles, 10 Doubles, 10 Singles performance timeline: Key, 1 tournament. Or reached final. Semi-final. Quarter-final. Round 4, 3, 2, 1. Competed at a round-robin stage. Lost in qualification round. Absent from tournament event. Played in a Davis Cup/Fed Cup zonal group or playoff. Won a bronze, silver or gold medal at the Olympics. A downgraded Masters Series/1000 tournament. Or a tournament that was not held in a given year. To avoid confusion and double counting, These charts are updated either at the conclusion of a tournament, or when the player's participation in the tournament has ended. Current till 2015 US Open. A 2011 French Open counts as 4 wins, 0 losses. Novak Djokovic received a walkover in the quarterfinal, after Fognini withdrew because of muscle tear, does not count as a Fognini loss. Doubles performance timeline, current as far as the 2015 Wimbledon Championships. Wins over top 10 players. References. External links: Fabio Fognini at the Association of Tennis Professionals, Fabio Fognini at the International Tennis Federation, Fabio Fognini at the Davis Cup, Fognini recent match results, Fognini World Ranking History, Fognini official website, bio. A Eurofile interview with Fabio Fognini.